Alright guys, so this is an open lobby on Assetto Corsa that I did last night. We've been racing at Francorchamps. I qualified third but decided to jump the start, which means it put me into the pits. So coming back onto the track, I'm in P17 and so we're going to have a nice comeback race here with lots of overtakes, so it should be an interesting video. Alright, so the first lap is all about being consistent because your tyres and brakes are cold, so we want to brake just a little bit earlier than we normally would, just so we don't run too deep or lock up into the corner, which obviously does wreck your tyres in this game, because Assetto Corsa is a simulation, so it obviously simulates how the car handles, feels and how the tyres react and stuff like that. So as we come into Les Combes, just down the Camel Straight, you want to brake just before the curb and hook up these two corners here. Carry as much speed as possible through sector 2 and hook it up as we can come into out of this hairpin here, come into no name. So as we're coming onto the end of lap 1 here, we're just coming up to Campus and Stavlo before coming into Francorchamps. We're just going to get onto the back of player 15 here, and yeah, as we go through Francorchamps, this guy just gets a really bad exit. I just run into the back of him. It kind of kills a bit my momentum really, and as we're going down the straight, I do have a bit more of an overspeed over him, and I do look down the inside, but we both run wide, resulting in us crossing the white line, and actually I still get the position, to be fair, but yeah, it was a bit of a risky move going down the inside. But I thought he was going to come back onto the racing line, but as I dived right, but realised that he stayed on the inside, so I went around the outside, braking. I can brake late into this corner, so I do cut him off to make sure he doesn't make a late move. And these two guys, 13 and 14, decide to crash into each other as the 16th players I just overtook decides to spin out on the last corner, so making up 3 positions on the first lap, so we're making good ground here already. And yeah, so this player 13 here, he just goes really wide. Don't know what this BMW driver is doing, but yeah, so coming into lap 2, we're just gonna just make up a lot of ground. Like I say, consistency is key here, just getting the tyres nice and warm. We can start to brake nice and early and late rather now, and I was so close. Any other day I would have smashed straight into the back of him, but here we go. So we're just coming into Les Combes now, brake nice and late, turn in, hook up these corners like I said earlier. We get onto the back of 11th position here. So we're on coming to the end of lap 2 now. We're pressuring on the 10th position in the Ferrari right here, and again he just doesn't get a very good exit coming out of this corner. So we're going to go down the inside and just squeeze past him here. To be fair, it's not even much of a challenge, and yeah, so some of these shots that you're seeing here, I do actually edit in myself using free cam, and I do combine the two with the TV cams of Assetto Corsa that are built in shots you see already. Right, so as we're coming through Camel onto the Camel Straight here, we're seeing 9th position in the Mercedes up ahead. Now, I'm gathering a lot of speed. I'm travelling at nearly 160 mile an hour and getting nice slipstream from him. And as we come into the corner of the Combes, I just get into his mirrors and just look down the inside. I'm not actually going to make the move, but I just pressure him into a mistake, and he just runs wide and just understeers into the corner. Now he tries to fence the corner a little bit, but I look down the inside, make sure I don't lose as much time as possible. And as I go around the corner, I just didn't back out really, and I just kind of nudged him on a little bit. But I mean, it was a little bit of aggressive driving from me, but at the same time he probably could have backed out a little bit there, but it was kind of a bit 50-50 there. Anyway, so that was a nice little move there to get myself into 9th position. Right, so we're coming to the end of lap 4 here. We have that guy up in 8th position, and he locks up into the into the chicane here, into the bus stop chicane, he just gets a really bad exit, and I get right on the back of him here. Now he puts me under a lot of pressure by like pushing me narrow into the corner, but yeah, I get a nice slipstream, get a nice exit, and just go down the inside of him. He pushes me into the corner here, and he tries to get the cutback on me by running like deeper into the corner and then like coming across me, but I know he's going to do that, so I purposely go narrow on the exit and just cut him off here, and just managed to get a nice exit myself, to be fair, like depending on, even though I was running quite narrow on the exit of that corner. I actually do like find myself carrying a lot of speed here, and for some reason the 7th position in the BMW here just backed off, just gave up, so yeah, free position for me really. So as we're coming onto the penultimate lap here, 5th and 4th position are about 2 seconds ahead of me, and the BMW in 5th place here just gets a really bad entry into the bus stop chicane, locking up just a tiny little bit, which means it unsettles the car on the entry, and on the exit he just gets a really bad exit, and I had to drop a gear as I touch him, and KMR picks it up for minus 11 credits for that one. So yeah, it wasn't exactly my fault, but what is my fault though is the exit I get on this corner. I'm pushing a little bit too hard here, trying to carry too much speed into the corner, which compromises my exit speed, which means I probably lose about 2 or 3 tenths coming out of the corner, and ultimately it loses me speed coming up through Radion onto the Kemmel Straight, because like the Kemmel Straight and Radion itself is all depends on the exit you have on the source on the first corner. Anyway, so we're trying to get onto the back of 5th position here, to see if I can try and nip into a slipstream, but I think I'm probably just a little bit too far behind. Anyway, so we're coming down the Kemmel Straight into the Com, and as I brake, I know my braking point, so I can get nice consistency here, and 5th place just gets it all crossed up and just chucks it straight in the hedge on the last lap. That is so disappointing for the 5th place driver. Anyway, so we turn our attention to the Ferrari, which is in 4th place now, so we've made up a free position here, and it's just a last lap dash to see if we can, how much speed we can make, and how much time we can make up as well, as we go through No Name, cut into nice TV cameras here as well. So yeah, like I say, just mixing the some of the TV cameras and some of the like custom cameras that I made myself. It's like really clean, and just breaks up the commentary and breaks up the video a little bit, makes it like more interesting hopefully to watch. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video. I'm just coming to the end, wrapping it up now on the last lap. I think I finished 5th in the end, which ain't too bad from 17th position. Obviously I qualified 3rd, but so the results could have been better really, but I was only about 5 seconds off the leader in the end, so it wasn't too bad of a comeback really. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy this video, and yeah, look out on the channel for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.